So, 15 months ago, it was barely unrecognisable to what it is now.
Well, yeah, this particular area was the first piece that was grown on. So we cleared all this off with machinery, and that allowed us to produce some radish. You can see when you came last time the fruit garden wasn't there, so that's now filled with different types of raspberries, gooseberries, josterberries, all sorts of red currants, black currants, white currants, honeyberries. So this area is now all cleaned out, the pathways are all laid out, and this is up to full production.
Now, the whole idea of a walled garden is to keep the temperature in and to keep the climate up. Does this hot sunshine cause you any problems?
It does, yes. Well, obviously I'm very pale-skinned, so yeah. Obviously, the soil dries out very quick, as you can see on the thermometer there.
Yeah.
It's 30 degrees in here just today, and it's been up to 42. So
That's unbelievable.
And there's the evidence. So it does get very, very warm in here, but it allows us to grow all sorts of salad crops. We've got a tremendous amount of red amaranth leaf. We have a lot of Indian mustard. We have Mizuna that's been producing now for the last month. You know, straight from the ground. So you work with the temperatures, and you work with the surrounds that you've got.
Now, the whole school of thought for reinvigorating the walled garden was to grow crops for the farm shop, to reduce the food miles, and you could literally walk from here to the farm shop.
That's correct, yeah. This is all for Apley Farm Shop. So we produced this, picked fresh just this morning. 8 kilos of salad leaves have gone up into the shop. They've gone through the cafe. So if you have lunch in the cafe, you're having fresh veg, fresh salad, and that's the whole ethos of it. Local food for local people.
Now, because it's got so warm so early on, I mean, we're still only sort of a couple of weeks into April, is that causing you problems and challenges? Were you keyed up with the old salad stuff?
Wow, you can see that it has caused a lot of problems because the potatoes are already poking out of the ground. So if we get a late frost, or well, if we get not even a late frost, if we get a frost, we're going to have to earth those back up. But it's brought on a lot of crops. The polytunnels, we're getting temperatures of 110, 120 degrees.
Wow.
So there's a lot of watering to do. But again, you look at the long-range forecast and you plan for that. So it enables us to really push on with the salad crops. We're producing the same amount of salad now as what we were in July last year. So it gives you the indication of how warm it has been.
Yeah, it's phenomenally warm. And the walled garden's split into 2 parts because you've got a partitioning wall as well.
Yeah,
What's happening in the other half?
It's actually split into 3. If you
right.
see. So you've got the same at the far end as you have this end, and in the middle section, this is where the main vegetables are grown. So things like parsnips, potatoes, red boar kale. Some unusual stuff, but a lot of mainstream vegetables. And the whole idea, as we said earlier, is to keep them fresh. Things like the sweet corn. We'll grow the sweet corn, which will go up to the shop fresh. We keep those stalks there then for the ladybirds. The ladybirds will overwinter in the garden to eat the aphids. So we try and grow ecologically sensitive as we can.
And presumably those ladybirds are going to help you